Hello everyone, I'm Crafty and today I'm going to talk about Genesis format and specifically how to play Dragunity in Genesis format. So I've been asked by a lot of people to do this video and I'm sorry for the late video because the new Dragunity support has been announced in OCG, so all my focus like shifted to that because I was gonna do this video before, but yeah, sorry about that. But hey, we're here. So I'm finally doing this video. So in today's video, I'm going to explain like what the format itself, what challenges this format like presents Dragunity with, and how we can overcome the obstacles that this format presents for us as Dragunity players. As a disclaimer, this is more of a combo focused video because Dragunity is more of a combo deck. So if you're here trying to find like a slow, like control type of way to play Dragunity, this is not really the video for that. So I apologize for that. And I don't think you can play like control Dragunity efficiently in Genesis anyway. So you're better off like finding another deck that does that better and more consistently. So yeah, this is going to be more of a combo focused, especially in this format where hand traps are not that prevalent and Nibiru like after a month like I have not seen like a lot of Nibiru being played by other people, like not that I played the format, mind you, like I'm a casual player, like I'm more like focused on trying to theory craft and looking for the combos and lab out combos with the community, with the Dragonity community. So this is more of a theory than actually tested combos and tested like gameplay. But like any other video I do, this is just a reference for you to use. If you find inspiration, that's great. That's the whole goal of my videos. Like I want people to get inspired to play Dragunity and get inspired to build their own version of Dragunity and have fun with that. So with that being said, shout out to the Dragunity community, obviously, for coming up with so many creative ways to play this deck in Genesis. And shout out to the Dragon Ravine server, of course, and shout out to you guys for the support that you've been giving me in this channel. I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much, guys. So enough yapping, let's get into the actual combos. So the first combos I'm going to showcase here is the most expensive combo in Genesis, like in Dragunity. So in my opinion, this is the most expensive combo because all 100 points goes go into like engine cards and like combo pieces basically. So no points have been used in non-engine and whatnot. So this is the most expensive combo. This is most likely not the best way to play the deck in Genesis, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I still want to showcase it to you guys because when I discovered it, I thought it was it was good and it did what it set out to do basically, which is establish a very strong board. And this combo uses bestials. Yeah, you heard that correctly. I will put like on every replay I'll put like the deck list that I used to test this. But yeah, this combo uses bestials and you guys know how expensive the bestials are. So yeah, so all 100 points have been used in just 6 cards. That's why this combo is the most expensive one. Again, it might not be the most optimal way to play the deck, but it's a fun way nonetheless. So let's start this combo here and showcase how you can play the deck using the Genesis rules. So here we're going to use Remus here with a few discards, of course, to set out the board. So here we search Ravine, we search Legatus, we summon Legatus. I'm going to speed up a little bit here, going to Gaiderg, and here we are presented with our first challenge because usually here we search like Zephyros, or we can search like any other engine pieces that we can go into, like Crystal Wing, for example, to get the Nibiru protection early, and then we extend through Romulus, right? So because we don't have Romulus, we don't have a consistent way to access Glow, which means we don't have access to Mistletoe, which means we cannot recover Gaiderg early using that play, right? So we needed to find another way to actually extend our combos beyond this point. And this is what we discovered basically. So now we're going to bounce back the ravine, and we're going to activate the ravine again immediately, and we're going to search Gizarmi. Gizarmi is going to normal summon here immediately and get back the Legatus, and we're going to synchro into Gizarmi, Gormfau bar here, and equip the Gizarmi. As you can see, the combo of course extends, and it's not Nibiru protected unfortunately, and it's very hard to do. Like it's almost impossible to find like a combo that is Nibiru proofed in Genesis specifically, because we don't have the links to help us with that. So yeah, so all of the combos that you're going to see here just like are not protected from Nibiru unfortunately. But thankfully Nibiru does not seem to be very widely used in other decks anyway, so maybe that's okay. I don't know, you guys tell me in the comments. Anyway, so we went into Gorm here. Gorm is gonna equip the Gizarmi, so it's a level 7 synchro, and you will see why we go into Gorm here in a little bit. So we're going to summon the Gizarmi here, and we're going into AFD, another level 7 synchro. AFD is going to activate, destroying the ravine, and it's going to search the Black Garden. So Black Garden is very interesting. Black Garden has the effect where every time a monster is normal or special summoned, the controller of this card will summon a token to the opponent's field, and that token has 800 attack, which is important to notice. Okay, so it has another effect where you can choose to destroy this field spell and all the tokens on the field, and revive a monster from your graveyard with an attack that equals exactly the total attack of the tokens. Now if you notice, the tokens, like I said, have 800 attack, and the whole gameplay of Dragunity is to loop Guidurk. Now Guidurk has 2400 attack. Luckily for us, 2400 is is 800 times 3 basically. So if we can find a way to activate a Black Garden, summon 3 token, and then use Black Garden to revive Guidurk from the graveyard, we're good. So this is our way to circumvent the problem that not having Romulus basically presented for us, right? So now we have another way to loop Guidurk without relying on Glow and Mistletoe. And by the way, this list, as you guys saw in the deck list, does not have neither Glow nor Mistletoe. Okay, and it doesn't even have Samsara Dragon as well, because we don't have Seal anyway. So this is one way to do it. But it's very important to know when to use Black Garden, because the effect to summon the token is mandatory. So every time there is a normal or special summon, a token is gonna get summoned. So you need to find the timing. Okay, and you're gonna see the timing here. So now that we added the Black Garden, we're going to Xyz summon Kazma. So Kazma is one of the new dragon rulers. It only requires 2 level 7 dragon monsters. That's why we use the Gorm and the AFD. And Kazma has a very nice effect where it can send a dragon ruler from the deck, and it copies its effect that activates from the hand when it discards itself. Okay, you will see what I mean. So here we're going to use Kazma to send the Tempest to the graveyard, and the detaching AFD specifically. We want to detach AFD specifically from Kazma. So here we sent Tempest. Tempest's effect, when it is discarded from the hand plus 1 wind monster, it allows us to add any dragon monster from the deck to our hand. So basically Kazma now became a searcher for us for any dragon monster from our deck. So basically he's kind of a replacement for Romulus, because Romulus kind of did that for us as well. Like it got us Glow, and Glow got us Mistletoe, right? So it's a similar thing. So here the Kazma is going to search any dragon in our deck, and in this specific case, because I'm showcasing the most expensive combo in Genesis, we're going to search the Saronir. This is 20 points on its own. So now Saronir is going to activate, banishing specifically AFD, and now we're going to Atom. Atom is going to summon the Red MD, and Red MD is going to summon back the Guidurk, and Guidurk is going to search and discard the Baby Rock. Baby Rock is going to summon itself back and go into Axel Synchro. Axel Synchro is going to summon back the Baby Rock here. And the reason why we search Baby Rock and not Ringo Worm is because we need the level 2 tuner to stay in the graveyard. okay? Because if we go into Ringo Worm and banish it to summon the token, now we don't have any level 2 tuner in the deck anymore. That's why Baby Rock here is important. So Baby Rock and Axial Synchro are going to go into this pattern. So this is another 10 points, okay? And we already used 7 points on Tempest, sorry. So yeah. So now that we are in this position, right? We have Chasma, we have Atom, we have Red MD that already used this effect, and we have this pattern. Now is the time to use Black Garden, because now Gyderk is in the graveyard and we can control how many tokens we can summon. So now we activate Black Garden, banish all 3 of these to summon the Fusion Trishula. And here a sequence of events is going to happen. First the field spell is going to activate because it's a mandatory effect. It's always going to be Chain Link 1. Then we're going to put Saronir as Chain Link 2 and finish with Trishula as Chain Link 3. So now we chain blocked the Saronir, which is good. So now Trishula is going to banish 1 card from our deck, 1 card from our opponent's deck, and 1 card from our opponent's extra deck. So the card we're going to banish here from our deck is Galactic Spiral Dragon. Okay? All you need to know about this card is that it's a level 8 dragon, and it's a dark dragon that can be revived with this pattern at this point in time. Okay? This is the important part. So now that we did that, we're going to, of course, send the Lubellion to the graveyard with the Saronir. This is another, like, I think 30 or 33 points, I forgot. And this is the first token that is summoned with the field spell. Now, we're going to activate this pattern, targeting and summoning back the Galactic Spiral Dragon. Spiral Dragon here, of course, the second token is going to get summoned. Obviously, every time a monster is summoned, its attack is halved and the token is summoned. Okay, now we activated Spiral Dragon to make every monster on our field level 8. Okay, this is important because now that we made the Fusion Trishula level 8, we can exceed with it into Dragluxion. Dragluxion on special summon, of course, is gonna trigger the field spell. So now its attack is gonna be halved, but that's not important. And the token is gonna get summoned, and Dragluxion on summon is gonna help us search Transmigration. Okay. So now the third token is summoned, and at this point we have 2400 worth of attack from the tokens. This is the time we can use the Black Garden to revive Gyderk, which we will do. So boom, destroy itself and all the tokens, and resummon back the Gyderk. Here we can use the effect of Dragluxion, detaching 2 to exceed into the Tachyon Dragon. And of course, now that we have the Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, our Transmigration is live and can be used from the hand. Gyderk now can search and dump the Ringo Worm, and now we can summon the Lubellion by tributing the Dispatter and placing the Regained. Spiral Dragon has another effect where if it's in the graveyard and we control two or more like light or dark dragon monsters on the field, we can special summon it from the graveyard. So which is really important because now we have 2 level 8 on the field, which means we can go into Hope Harbinger. Now we can activate Ringo Worm, and we can go. We can activate Regain, of course, to recycle the Ringo Worm and draw one card, and now we can go into Crystal Ring. Here we're gonna end the phase. Here I'm just gonna go into the opponent's phase to show you what the interactions look like. Now here, because he summoned the monster, we revive with this Dispatter, and we have, like, let's see what we have here on the field. We have a spell negate that can suck the card as material. We have a monster negate. We have a monster negate / monster destruction, and we have, like, here, like, this is irrelevant on the field. Like, it can be good like on the follow-up turn, of course, to negate everything on the field. But the important part here is that it's a Galaxy Eyes Tachyon Dragon, which allows us to activate the Transmigration from hand. So we even have a way to counter like board breakers as well. So that's the important part. And we have Regain to keep recycling stuff and have a little bit of a grind game here. So yeah, so this is the combo basically. Sorry I spent too much time on this first combo, because basically everything that you saw in this first combo is going to be in the other combos with a twist. Okay, so yeah, so that's the basics of the combo. So now let's go into the other combos and show what you can do in the other combos. So again, same opening hand, Remus plus few discards, and now this is another combo that's gonna play out a little bit differently midway through. So let's just speed through the start. It's the exact same thing. Let's get Ravine, discard and get Legatus summon, Remus summon, and go into Guider. And here we're going to set up our 2 level 7s to go into Chasma, of course. So this is basically the standard combo starter basically in Dragunity. This is how you start your plays basically if you start with Remus or Ravine access. Get into AFT destroy, get the Black Garden. Same thing, Chasma, send this Tempest, search any dragon, and here we search Light Pulsar Dragon. Okay, so as I said earlier, the combo is the most expensive one, of course, so there is 50 points alone are spent on like Saronir and Lubellion, plus 20 more points on Hope Harbinger. That's like 70-ish points alone on combo pieces. So if you don't want to do that, obviously, you have 70 points that you can use on anything you want. And as a replacement, instead of adding the Saronir, you can add Light Pulsar Dragon, which is gonna act sort of like a Bestial in this case. Okay, so here Light Pulsar Dragon is gonna banish both AFT and Zephyros to summon itself, and we go into Atom. Atom is going to summon the Red MD, and the Red MD is gonna summon back the Guider. Same thing, Guider gets Baby Rock, summon the Baby Rock, and go into Axel Synchro, summon back the Baby Rock, and go into this pattern. Here we activate Black Garden, summon Trishula, and here Trishula is going to banish another card, which is Mind Procedure. So this is a very interesting card, where if it gets banished, you can pay 1000 life point, or was it 2000? Let me see. Here, if this card is banished, you can pay 1000 life points, special summon it. So which is relevant here, because it's a level 3 tuner that can special summon itself on banish, which works very well with Trishula if you want to go into Synchro 12 plays. So here we're going to activate the Mind Procedure to summon itself back. Second token gets summoned, and now we're going to summon the AFT, getting us the third token. So we're gonna summon the AFT with this pattern, getting us the third token, and now we can use the Black Garden to summon back the Guider. Boom, destroy, summon back, and now we're going into Synchro 12. Obviously we're going into Vengeance Dragon, so that's very nice. If you have a way to equip monsters, you might be able to like summon Auxilla instead, if you can afford the points, and play like either Centurion Phalanx, the trap card, or Centurion True Awakening, which is the counter trap. So that's up to you. But here we summon the Snake Eyes Vengeance Dragon, which is a nice end board piece. Now we can summon back the Tempest, and we can summon Eclipse. So this is another end board that you can end on. And here Guider activates, get the Ringo Worm, summon as a token, and go into Crystal Wind. So this is another way you can set up your end board. So we have like a monster negate slash monster destruction, we have a spell and trap negate, we have a monster negate that destroys, and we have like a double disruption here. We can push a monster into the spell and trap zone from the field or the graveyard, and in the battle phase we can destroy 2 cards basically on the field. So yeah, so this is another way you can play the deck. So let's hop right into the next combo. So in this next combo, Let's say you want to play with the Tachyon package because you like to play with the Transmigration Counter Trap, but you don't want to rely on the Bestial package, obviously, because it's too expensive. Well, this combo is for you. So this combo is the same, Remus plus few discards, or I should say Ravine access plus few discards. So I'm gonna let the combo play out because it's the exact same thing at the start. And as the combo unfolds, I just want to express my gratitude for you, all of you guys who have been supporting me throughout the years, and especially the newcomers to this channel. Like we've had like a few more subscribers since I posted my videos about the new support. So thank you guys for the support, and thank you guys for your kind words. And thank you for participating in the discussion about the new Dragunity support as well. Like I found like a lot of people have been passionate about this topic and have been participating in the comments. So thank you guys for that. And I really appreciate the enthusiasm, basically. Like I found it like very refreshing. You know, like it's not every video that I found that type of discussion in my comments. So thank you guys for that. I will be doing like another video talking about the new supports when the 5th card will be revealed. So be on the lookout for that one. I was gonna do a video like making like expressing my thoughts about like the 4 cards that have been announced now that I had time playing with them even more, but I decided to delay that until the 5th card is revealed. So yeah, so thank you guys for your support. And we're approaching the point of the combo that we're gonna diverge a little bit here, so I'm just gonna pause right here. So yeah, so I just wanna finish my thanks here. So thank you guys so much, and thank you for the Dragunity community in general for being so supportive and for being so kind. So yeah, also if you guys like enjoy this type of videos, like where I do commentary and whatnot, leave a comment and tell me exactly where I can improve. Like I would really appreciate it, because I know I yap a lot. That's just me as a person, unfortunately. So if you have like pointers or any suggestions, I would be very grateful. And if you don't like this type of content, make sure to also type it in the comments, because I want to know exactly what you want. Like, do you want only highlights? Do you want like more commentary? Do you want a mix of both? I want to know more, okay? Like this, the channel is growing a little bit, like bit by bit, but I want to be like more active in the channel and more active when it comes to like the type of content people want to watch. So yeah, so please leave in a comment what type of content you want to watch from this channel. Okay, so back to the combo. So we're back at this point. Like we have Chasma, Atom, Red MD plus the Dispatter, and we just activated Black Guardian. So here, like we said, we're trying to access the Tachyon engine without playing the Bestial engine. So here you're going to see the first divergence here in the combo, because now we're gonna summon Tempest instead of just summoning Trishula immediately. This is important because now we need to reconfigure our end board a little bit, okay? So now that we summon Tempest, we're going to banish Tempest, Red MD, and Atom to summon the Trishula. We're gonna keep the Chasma on the field, okay? So of course, because we summoned Tempest, the first token is summoned. Now we summon Trishula, its attack is going to be halved, and the second token is going to be summoned. And Trishula is going to banish Spiral Dragon, so Galactic Spiral Dragon. Okay, so now that Spiral Dragon has been banished, we can summon it back with this pattern. Now we have our third token, which means, of course, it's time to revive Guidewire. Okay, so here's the important part of the combo. I almost forgot about this. Okay, so before you summon back the Guidewire, make sure you activate Spiral Dragon in this combo. Okay, the reason for that is because Spiral Dragon will make every monster that has a level on my field level 8. But we kinda need Guidewire to stay level 6. So this is important. Activate Spiral Dragon first, then activate Black Guardian to summon back the Guidewire. So that sequencing is a little bit important here, okay? So keep that in mind. So now that we made our other dragons level 8, now it's safe to summon the Guidewire, because we need to keep it at level 6. Now that we have both our level 8s, we can go into Dragluxion. Dragluxion is going to get us the counter trap, and then it's going to exceed into the Galaxy Ice Tachyon Dragon. Guidewire is going to activate, and dump the Ringo Worm. The Ringo Worm is going to activate and summon the token, which allows us to go into Crystal Wing. Now, why did we keep the Kazma here? Because since we don't play the Bestial Engine, we have a lot of points that we can spare on other things. One of which is other Dragon Rulers. So when you play combos like this, where you have a lot of points that you can spare, you can play like other Dragon Rulers like Redox, like Tidal, like Blaster, especially Blaster, right? So now that Kazma is part of your end board, you can use it on the opponent's turn to send Blaster to the graveyard and copy its effect. And Blaster's effect in the hand, when it discards itself plus a fire monster, it allows us to pop a card on the field. So Kazma becomes basically a quick effect pop a card on the opponent's turn. So that's the beauty of this type of deck building and this end board. Okay, so we have Dispatter, which is a monster negate or destruction. We have Tachyon Dragon, which in itself doesn't do anything on opponent's turn, but good on the follow-up and allows us to activate Transmigration in the hand. We have Crystal Wing, which is a monster negate and destroy, and we have Kazma that can be a quick effect pop a card on the field on the opponent's turn. Okay, so that's another combo that you can do. Let's hop into the next combo. So in this next combo, I'm going to show you how you can combo without using the Red MD. Okay, because all these combos that I've been showing you so far have been using Atom, summoning Red MD, right? Well, what if I don't want to play Red MD, or what if you don't want to use Red MD, right? Or maybe you drew the Red MD or something, like, I don't know, like maybe you don't want to use the Red MD in the combo, so this is one way to do it. So let's start the combo here. It's similar at the start, so I'm gonna speed it up a little bit until we reach Atom. So same thing here. We're going into Guider, and we're gonna set up our level 7 monsters to go into Kazma. And you're going to see that Kazma is going to search another dragon instead of a level 6 dragon here, which is important if you want to like do the combo without Red MD. So again, we destroy, we search the black dragon, and here we go into Kazma. So here Kazma is going to send the Tempest, and he's going to search Ringo Worm specifically, and you're going to see why. Because Ringo Worm has an effect that not a lot of people know about. So right now we're going to activate Black Garden. So here, because we search Ringo Worm, we're going to activate Black Garden very early on here. Okay, because again, it's very important that you control how many tokens you summon with Black Garden, okay, before you put before you summon back Guider, because Black Garden destroys all tokens on the field. So you need to control how many tokens you summon before you summon back a monster from the graveyard, okay? And because our goal is to summon back Guider, it's very important that we summon exactly 3 tokens before we destroy it. So here we activate Black Garden, and we're going to summon back Tempest from the graveyard at this point. This is going to give us the first token. Now, because there is a non-effect monster on the field, which is the token, the secret effect of Ringo Worm can be used. Now, for those who don't know, Ringo Worm can special summon itself from the hand if there is a non-effect monster on the field. And this is very relevant here. So now Ringo Worm is going to special summon itself, which gives us a second token, and now we're going into Crystal Wing. So this is one of those rare cases where we can summon Crystal Wing a little bit early in the combo, okay? So now we're going into Crystal Wing, and now we have our third token that's gonna get summoned. At this point, we can use the Black Garden, target the Guider, destroy all tokens, and special summon the Guider. From here we can just go into regular combo here, get the Baby Rock, go into Axel Synchro, and Axel Synchro is gonna revive the Baby Rock and go into Dispatter. Dispatter is gonna revive the AFD, and now we can go into Eclipse. So this is the combo. So here we activate Black Garden, we search Ringo Worm, we go into Kazma. So here Kazma is going to search Ringo Worm, and now we can go into Eclipse. So this is the combo. So here we activate Black Garden, we search Ringo Worm, we go into Kazma. So here Kazma is going to search Ringo Worm, we go into Eclipse. So this is the This is one way to do the combo. Of course, because we summoned the Crystal Wing while the Black Garden was up, its attack was halved, so maybe it's better to summon this in defense, I guess, right? But other than that, so this is the end board. We have a Monster Negate and Destroy, Monster Negate or Monster Destruction. We have a Spell and Trap Negate, and we have a pop 1 card if you send Blaster to the graveyard, right? So that's a respectable board, and we're gonna see, like here I'm just gonna go through the motions just to show you like the interactions here. So yeah, so I'm gonna speed this up. So here we negated the monster effects, they summon the monster, we're gonna send Blaster, boom, destroy, and if they had like a spell or trap, we can negate with the Eclipse, and we still have a monster negate. And we still have like two cards in hand as well, two unknown cards that could be like non-engine as well. So yeah, so basically that's the kind of interactions that this end board can do. So now let's hop into the next combo. So in this next combo, again, we're going to start with Ravine access plus a few discards, but this time we're not gonna search Black Garden, we're going to search another field spell. Because as you saw on the deck list, we're playing another engine, which is the AFD engine. Okay, so let's see how we can use that engine to establish a new board. So I'm going to speed through the first part of the combo, which is the exact same. So we're gonna search Legatus, we're gonna summon the Legatus and go into Guidurg. So as you can see, summoning Chasma early on is very important to allow us to extend in Genesis format. So that's pretty much, I'm pretty sure that's the standard way of playing Dragunity in Genesis. So this sequencing is very important. And equip the Geese Army here, go into AFD, and this is where the combo is gonna diverge. Now we're going to destroy the Ravine and search Word of Spirits. This is a new support card for the AFT package, basically the Ancient Fairy cards. So this field spell is very interesting. So here we're gonna activate the field spell, which allows us to add like any light monster. Let me check the exact effect. When this card is activated, you can add one monster that mentions Ancient Fairy Dragon from your deck to your hand. Apologies. So it adds specifically monsters that mentions AFD basically in their text. So we're going to add the Spore, the Fairy Seed. This card is very interesting because when it's special summoned, it can modulate its level. So here we're going to use AFD's second effect to special summon a monster from the hand. Obviously, remember that this effect doesn't allow you to have a battle phase in that turn. So if you use that effect, you don't have a battle phase for that turn. So this effect is strong going first, but if you go second, keep that effect in mind. If you use it, you will not have a battle phase. Okay. So now that we special summoned Spore activates and modulates its level. So the important part with the Spore is, let me just finish the summon. So we're gonna summon this pattern. So we made Spore level 4. So the important part with Spore's effect is that it does not make its level the required level, it increases it by an amount. So when you activate its level, here, when we used it with Guidurg, you use the effect and declare 3, because we're gonna add 3 levels to it, making it a level 4. It's very important, because there are other cards that when they modulate their effect, they make their effect become a certain level. This one does not do that. This just adds up levels to its singular level. Okay, so that's very important. So when we summoned the Spore, we declared 3. So we added 3 levels to its level, which made it a level 4 tuner. Anyway, so we summoned the Dispatter, and here we're going to. Oh, another thing, because AFD was on the field when Dispatter was summoned, it's automatically put in defense. So that's another effect of the field spell. Any monster that is like special summoned, if AFD is on the field, it's gonna get put into defense position immediately. Okay, that's why this battle changed into the defense position. So then we go into our regular place here. We go to Kazma, and Kazma here is going to send Redux, not Tempest, Redux specifically. Okay, that's how we're going to revive the Guider, because we don't have access to Black Garden. Okay, that's where you have like leeway to use the Dragon Ruler engine here to make plays and make combos like this. So we sent Redux, and Redux hand effect, when it discards itself plus an Earth Dragon, it can special summon any monster from the graveyard. So we summon back the Guider, and now we can summon the Redux immediately by banishing AFD specifically plus another card. And now we can summon back the AFD, and we go into Eclipse, and now Guider can activate, get the Baby Rock, and we can go into Crystal Ring. So there is one way to combo without the Black Garden, but with using like the AFD package, basically a very small package. You only need like the Field Spell and Spore in the deck to make this work. You can play the new Regulus as well, because you can start your combos like that, but that's a little bit more fragile into Disruption. Okay, so that's another way you can combo. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. So I just wanted to share with you some combos where you can just start with any card that gets you Ravine access, and showcase what type of combos you can do in Genesis format. Maybe if this video like is well received, I can make another video for Genesis format where you can start your combos with other engine pieces, not necessarily Ravine access. So I'll be on the lookout for how well received this video is, and yeah, so please leave in the comments what you want to see from like a Genesis format or advanced format or whatnot. And if you have any suggestions on how I can improve the quality of my videos, feel free to share. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe, and leave a like if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and hit the bell notification icon to get notified whenever I upload a new video, and whenever I go live on Twitch and YouTube both. So yeah, that's pretty much for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.